Let's go to tips very quickly. We are going to write. We're going to write tips. Tip number 1, always read instructions before starting any section. Tip number 2, identify the number of words stipulated in the instruction. Identify the number of words stipulated in the instruction. That's tip number 2. Identify the number of words stipulated in the instruction. Identify the number of words stipulated in the instruction. Tip number 3. Read the questions before the audio begins to play. Read the questions before the audio begins to play. Tip number 4. Tip number 4. Write your answers while the audio is playing. Write your answers while the audio is playing. Tip number 5. Feel free to write up to 2 potential answers beside the question being treated. Feel free to write up to 2 potential answers beside the question being treated. Feel free to write up to 2 potential answers beside the question being treated, but endeavor to transfer the more appropriate potential answers, but endeavor to transfer the more appropriate answer.
Endeavor to
transfer the more appropriate answer. That is, when you're able, when the audio is playing, you may be listening to the audio and the audio gives you an answer and then says another word again that you feel can also fly. You are free to write those 2 words. On the question paper, whatever you're writing should be on the question paper roughly now when you are drafting 2 words. So when you write those 2 words on the question paper, when you want to now transfer, out of the 2 words, go for the one that you feel is better or better suits that particular question. That's what this tip is saying. Alright, tip number 6. Ensure to transfer all your answers to your answer sheets accurately. Ensure to transfer all your answers to your answer sheets accurately. Ensure to transfer all your answers to your answer sheets accurately. Now, just a little explanation about this. You know, in listening test, some people feel it is best for them to write on the question paper first, by way of filling in the blanks as the audio is going. They feel it's smoother and easier for them. Now, when you are given the opportunity to transfer those your answers to answer sheet. This tip is saying some persons, due to the fact that they are trying to be very fast to transfer the answers within the short limited time they have, they may make a huge mistake of misplacement. It's a fatal error. If you misplace an answer, every other thing you are writing is absolutely incorrect. Some people say play people are visited. Please, that's what I'm saying. Ensure to transfer all your answers accurately. Make sure if your answer is for question number 5, write it on the number 5 space. Right? Tip number 7. Note that IELTS is also testing your spelling skills. Note that IELTS is also testing your spelling skills. Note that IELTS is also testing your spelling skills. Therefore, write all your answers in full. This means you must never abbreviate. You must never write shorthand. Every word you are to write as your answer has to be completely spelled. Because in listening test, correct spellings matter a whole lot. Alright, tip number 8. Never pause your concentration in order to think of an answer mixed while the audio is playing. Never pause your concentration to think of an answer mixed while the audio is playing. Huh? The same message. Paraphrased. Never pause your concentration in order to think of an answer mixed while the audio is playing. Rather, go to the next question if you miss an answer. Rather, go on to the next question should you miss an answer. Never pause your concentration just to think of a question you have missed while the audio is still playing. Rather, go on to the next question when you miss an answer. To explain this a little, please, the IELTS listening test is a flowing stream. Anyone that flows past you is gone forever. So don't try to run to catch something that has passed. Face the present. Alright? Face the next one. Tip number 9. If your punctuation skills and knowledge aren't good enough, if your punctuation skills and knowledge aren't good enough, please write all your answers in block letters. If your punctuation skills and knowledge aren't good enough, please write all your answers in block letters, capital letters. What does this mean? If your knowledge of punctuation is just about the marks, the exclamation mark, the question mark, the full stop, the commas, the parentheses, and all that, if that's all you know about punctuation, this tip is for you. This tip is saying the punctuation that you know is not enough. It means you don't realize that beginning a sentence using a capital letter is also punctuation. It means you don't know that spelling or writing a proper noun has to begin with capital letter. If you don't know about this, IELTS is advising you, write all your answers in capital letter. And if you wish to apply these templates when writing, you are strongly advised to apply it from 1 to 40. Write all your answers in capital letters from 1 to 40. And I would also like to emphasize that it is safer to write your answers in capital letters. It is safer. Both the listening test as well as the reading test, it is safer to apply capital letter approach. So these are the tips in listening test. Please read them, understand them, and apply them during your listening test. Please, do we have any question?